Hey everybody, Mitch here. Going to do a little end of day review. Obviously, we've got the ES chart up in front of us here. We've got the blue line signifying the London close. This is the intraday positioning we took a screenshot of and loaded essentially after the London close. And the story that we talked about on stream was best short of the day would be kind of from this top of range area. You see we outperformed the expected move by a few points. We kind of started consolidating. There was the potential for like a squeeze higher that I did say was there if you had like a way too tight of a straddle. It was only like 6 or 7 points going into the last 30 minutes of the day. If you kind of reclaimed back up into this area to test there was this like potential squeeze outperformance move. We'd seen that happen in prior days that worked out on a very low risk, kind of a lotto trade. Didn't end up taking that because I wasn't so convinced. The range that we kind of talked about bouncing in between here was this kind of 75.80 and holding this kind of 75.55.50 area and ranging around in there. Obviously, we kind of stuck down to this balance, and the idea of the shape kind of informing your decisions into the end of the day was very strong, right? If you're not over something, you're under it. And if you are over something and not under it, where does it point you to? So the idea was that we were just going to kind of maybe range around and ultimately pin sideways. The risk was, what if you got a sustained stronger sell? Where does a balance kind of take you? And I think you can see that the entirety of everything below us is pointing to a couple of places. So if we were going to get sandwiched somewhere and you're not over something, you're under it, where does that kind of point you to a potential spot, right? This little opportunity was there at the very end of the day. Obviously, futures allowed me to hold for this extra little bit at the bell, which is where we also got that last little bit of volatility spike. But this is something that you can watch every day. What is the best risk to reward? If we are under something, it is a lot harder to get back up and over it into the close to like reclaim this whole zone, because everything above you is decaying you down, right? So if you're not over this, you're under it. Where could you sell down if that selling continued or persisted? Is there a little element of luck to that inside the last 10 minutes? Absolutely. I'll be the first to put my hand up and say I assumed any little bid here in the last 5 minutes, 10 minutes would just keep us right here at about 55 or just under it around 50, somewhere in this zone. But I wanted something on for the off chance that the selling continued. When we looked at Bookmap, we also saw there was some strong selling into the close that wasn't actually getting rewarded, but into that last 10-minute period, it certainly did. So something to keep an eye on for all the order flow folks out there. There's a lot of confluence between these dealer positions and the order book.